Officer's lapel. I have yellow.
I have yellow.
I'm not on. Welcome to Bible Trivia Night here at Bible Baptist Church, and we're so glad that you're joining us, and we look forward to doing some Bible trivia together over the next several minutes. So here's what you're going to want to do while you're watching at home is that you're going to want to follow along in the comment section below. In the comment section is where you're going to see the questions posted first, and then due to a time delay, they'll be announced a little bit later, and we'll be announcing shortly after that the winners for each question, and we'll announce them in the order that they show up on our phones. So not only do you have to get the question right, but you got to win the algorithm lottery on Facebook in order to win and get first place. So I'm Pastor Anthony Aiken here at Bible Baptist Church, and then this is my assistant, Brother Hayden Anderson. Say hello, Hayden.
Hi, guys.
All right,
Thanks for joining.
I'm going to let Hayden, are you ready?
I am ready.
Okay, I'm going to let Hayden go with the first question there. So if you'll drop it in the comment section and then read it to us.
All right. Uh-oh. All right, here's the first question here. First question I have is, which human author wrote the most words in the Bible? That's a fun question here. All right.
So which human author wrote the most words? Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. I think I might guess.
You're going to guess?
Yes. Let's see if the question comes up.
While you do that,
all right.
I will get a microphone stand.
Oh, okay, very good. He went over there to get a microphone stand. So he disappeared from your screen, but he didn't disappear. So, all right, we got some answers coming in.
I'm eager.
You can tell how uncertain people are about the answer by the question marks that they've posted after each of their answers. So this is like Jeopardy. They're answering in a form of question.
The answer, yes. Is the author David? The answer is Moses.
Oh,
the answer is Moses.
Good. I was thinking.
All right.
That's a bunch of laws. So.
Here's the number of words he wrote. 125,139 words.
Oh,
That's
wow.
a lot of words.
I think I said that many yesterday. Just ask my wife. I'm just kidding.
No comment.
Okay. All right. Let's see. What is the ratio of books in the Bible, Old Testament to New Testament? What is the ratio of books in the Bible? It's wanting to copy the answer as well. What is the ratio of books in the Bible, Old Testament to New Testament? See if you can put that together there. And
Man, we're getting like super technical questions today. Like
yeah.
we have done 3 weeks of easy questions. Yeah. I hope you read your Bibles this week.
I bought a Bible trivia app. At first, I thought that having 75 questions would be enough to sustain us through the pandemic. And the combination of how quickly you guys answer and also how long this has gone, we needed more questions. So that's kind of where we are.
Oh,
just
man.
Keeping it positive.
Keeping it up.
But keeping it real.
Absolutely.
So, let's see where we are here.
All right, what are we getting here? Okay.
Nothing so far. The ratio of books in the Old Testament.
I have one here.
Oh, there we go.
Next. 3-1.
Ooh, it's been reduced to its simplest terms, perhaps.
Yes. That's all I have right now.
Let's
3
see.
to 1.
I don't know what you would do. Like 30. Usually I got 39. 2. Did you do it in simplest terms?
Of course I did. Andram, thanks. I hope that's how you say it. Thank you for watching from India. We have somebody from India watching. It's pretty amazing.
Yes. So.
Brother Irv, welcome. That's what I have.
None of the answers are coming through on mine.
Brother Will, what did you put?
13 to 9 is the correct answer in the simplest terms. That's correct.
Wow.
So,
39s to 27s, 3 to 1, 2 to 3.
yeah.
Pretty close.
Yeah, 39 to
Pretty close.
27 is the first thing, but then if you reduce it to simplest terms, which it's not reduced to simplest terms in my Bible trivia book. So, but Brother Will did the math for us.
Thank you,
so
Brother
we
Will.
appreciate that.
Thank you. Well, he is a
But,
mathematician. Very
yeah,
good
so
job.
that'd be 13 to 9. So let's see how many people gave that answer. I'm going to read some names if I can get the video to show.
He's getting it. So the only person I have on here, unfortunately, for those of you who have answered, I don't see it. I'm sorry. But I do have Jan Milanix at 3 to 1.
Yes, but that's
Let's see.
not correct.
That's not correct. Only one here. Let's
Okay,
see here. Let's
So here's what I
remove-
got: 39 to 27, Josh Robinson, and then 13 to 9 is when you see Bible Baptist Church of Fort Pierce showing up in the comment section. That's Brother Will in the back there, and so we got those. All right, very good, Brother Hayden with the next question.
Next question is this: which human author wrote the most books of the Bible? All right, which human author wrote the most books in the Bible?
Okay. And if your brain's smoking after these first few questions that we've gotten, I have a real simple one coming your way in just a minute. So we're waiting for your answer to Brother Hayden's question. As soon as we have an answer, I'll drop the next trivia bomb.
All right, here it is. Here's the answers are Amy Zier with Paul, Elena with Paul, and Miss Anita with Paul. Paul's the correct answer. Paul wrote the most books,
All right.
but
give
not
him
the
a-
most content.
That's
many
right,
words?
right. The most
was
words
it.
was Moses. Okay, next question is, according to Genesis 19:26, whose wife was turned into a pillar of salt
Ooh.
when she looked back?
Looked back where?
When she
Ooh.
looked back. All right, very good. We've already got the answers coming in. Leanne with Lot, Mandy with Lot, Anita Lot, Amy Lot, and she put it in possessive form for Lot's wife. All right, very good. So next question, Brother Hayden.
All right. Next question is this. Quote John 11:35. This should be a really easy one.
There we go. Did you say John 11:35? Oh, you did. Okay.
I
Well, I
did,
was like,
yeah.
I was looking over that way, and I thought I saw Job. My
Ooh.
mind took
Now-
those 3-letter answers from Lot and added the J and did all kinds of exciting things. So
Quarantine
Yeah.
things.
yeah.
Hey, that is correct. Jesus wept. That's correct. Very good job.
The shortest verse in the Bible. All right, next one is in Mark 10:46. What was the name of the blind beggar that Jesus healed on the highway outside of Jericho? What was in Mark 10:46? What was the name of the blind beggar that Jesus healed on the highway outside of Jericho? All right, we already got our first correct answer there, and Amy with the correct answer, blind Bartimaeus. Elena, Mandy, and then Jan. Bartimaeus is correct. All right, Brother Hayden with the next question.
All right. I like that name, Bartimaeus. I don't know. If anyone doesn't like the name, I don't know. I just think it's so cool. Anyways, here's the next question. Which New Testament book has Jesus' Sermon on the Mount? Which New Testament book has Jesus' Sermon on the Mount? Specifically, Sermon on the Mount, or where we would call that, or we find that specifically. Because technically it's in a few other books, but
Answers already coming in. So
The book-
Mandy with Matthew, Amy,
Matthew.
Matthew. Josh Robinson's just now responding to the previous question. Bartimaeus, which would have been correct. Elena with Matthew, Jan with Matthew, Susan with Matthew.
That
Is
is
it
Ma-
Matthew?
it is Matthew.
Everybody thinks it's Matthew, so
Well, it
Matthew's
must be
correct.
right.
Okay, very good. And just a reminder, if you're joining us, to watch for the questions in the comment section below. They'll appear there first before they're announced on the video due to a delay with announcing. And in light of that, here's the next question. Who was the son of Ruth and Boaz? Who was the son of Ruth and Boaz?
Oh, this is a good one. This is a really good question.
And
If you don't know it, this is a good question to have. No.
Yeah, if you had really quick video feed, if you just listen to Brother Hayden, he's always like dropping a hint. So
I am.
But anyway, the daughter, the son of Ruth and Boaz is Obed. Very good. And Obed, Amy, Malia, Susan, Ginger, and those are the correct answers for today.
I got brother John Anderson, our deacon, just texted me and said Matthew.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you, Brother John. Thank you if you're watching. I guess that's one fast way of getting it to us. Just
Yes.
text us. All right, here's the next question. True or false? All right, this is true or false. All right, true or false?
T
Where's-
or F?
There it is. All right, true or false? The Bible was first written in the English language. True or false?
I'm not touching that one. Oh man.
I have a couple answers coming in. False is correct. False is correct.
that is
the
correct.
Bible was not first written in the English language. That is correct. All
So,
right.
good question there. That is correct. All right. In Genesis 6:14, who was told by God to build an ark? In Genesis 6:14, who was told by God to build an ark?
You're still smirking from that last question, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh man.
All right, Amy with the quickest answers this evening.
Fastest
Amy
internet.
is correct. Noah, and then after that is Anita, correct.
Can you
Leanne,
send some of that
Noah.
internet over here?
Very good. All right, Brother Hayden.
All right. Now, here it is. Which was the most likely the last gospel written? All right. Which was most likely the last gospel written? Here, I'm dropping the question now. Drop it like it's hot. Boom. There it is. Hey, Aaron, thanks for joining us. What was most likely the last gospel written? Hey, Cindy. Thanks for joining. Cindy is a coworker of mine at Starbucks.
Oh, very nice.
Antonella and
Welcome.
All right. All right. The last. We got a couple answers coming in. I have Mark, Luke with a emoji. All right, Luke. My answer says John. John, the most likely to be written of the last most likely to be written. Anyways, the question has the correct wording. Anyways,
All right,
Just-
very good. In Judges 14:13, who was told to put forth thy riddle? Judges 14:13, who was told to put forth thy riddle? This particular person put out a lot of riddles. His whole life might have been a riddle. So,
put forth thy riddle. That's a really good just statement to have.
put forth thy riddle, my friend. Just kind of flows in natural conversation. doesn't it?
works.
There's another phrase from the life of this gentleman where after he has put forth his riddle, he said something, if you had not plowed with mine heifer. That's an interesting phrase
statement.
to use.
I know. You know, the person who I'd think who would use put forth thy riddle the best would be Josh Robinson.
Yeah.
I think he could work that into it.
I think
He could
I
pull it
think he
off.
could put forth a riddle.
I think so.
He's
I'll let you
putter
carry
forth
that
of
one.
riddles. Okay, Susan. Actually, no, I have Elena first on my phone with Samson, then Susan, then Anita, then Ginger, and then Josh is leaving us. So there we go. All right,
Oh man.
Brother Aiden
Don't
with
leave
the
us
next
now.
question.
All right, here it is. How many days did God take to create the world? How many days did God take to create the world? Trenton Long, Coast Guard, Chaplain. Thank you. Thanks for joining. Got a couple answers coming in. Kaylee, Amy, Anita with 6. That is absolutely correct. God took 6 days, 24-hour days, to create the world.
And then he rested on the
It's
seventh.
rested on the seventh.
Very good.
That was it. Could have been a trick question.
So which is the longest verse in the Bible? Which is the longest verse in the Bible?
Oh man, this is a really good question because it's very long, and if you read it, it's a dynamic verse.
We had to memorize it.
Really?
Yeah.
Can
in
you
Bible
quote it
college.
right
No.
now?
No.
Oh.
But I had to know it for a test, which all of us know that when you have to memorize something like that for a test, then you only know it for the test. Yay, Bible college education. So, the longest verse in the Bible. Let's see what they get. And then I'll drop it in the comments below. I got it copied and pasted, ready to go. We're not getting any answers on that one. I don't think that's a very popular question. Where is okay, Susan's good though. She's closer Esther, and then Mandy says Esther. So so we got that. But it isn't Esther. It's Esther 8:9. And I'm going to go ahead and be putting that in. Where are all the people who are telling us how easy our questions were weeks ago?
Where's Josh Albrecht? Someone tag him.
So they
Love that guy.
It was too hard for them to show up on time for Bible trivia tonight.
Oh man.
The questions were
6
too easy,
o'clock,
too hard for them
everyone.
to come. Yeah, okay.
6 o'clock.
Uh,
Write that down. Mark
All
it
right,
in your
Esther
calendars.
8:9, and the verse says, "Then were the king's scribes called at the time in the 3rd month, that is the month Sivan, and the 23rd day
Oh,
thereof.
boy.
And it was written according to all that Mordecai commanded unto the Jews and the lieutenants and the deputies and the rulers of the provinces, which are from India unto Ethiopia, and 127 provinces, unto every province according to the writing thereof, and unto every people after their language, and to the Jews according to their writing and according to their language." So there you go.
That's a incredible.
Esther 8:9.
By the way,
longest.
I just want to do a shout out to Pastor Brent Stansel, Starbucks Coffee, and all my Starbucks coworkers. Thank you for joining. Anyways,
All right. Well, thanks for that commercial.
absolutely. Here's the next. That was not sponsored, but shout out. All right, here's the next. Next question: Who was the first man and woman created? Let me fix the grammar there. All right. Who was the first man and woman created?
I wonder.
Names, please.
Yes.
Not man and woman.
The names of the first man and woman created. Let's see how long it takes for some people to get this one. Oh, there we go. They're already coming.
All right.
Here they come.
All right. I have 3 answers here so far. And just a reminder, if you type yours in after you hear us, there is a bit of a time delay. So some people somehow have a monopoly on internet speed, so they somehow get it to us. So just put your answer in as fast as you can, as soon as you know it. So here's the first few answers that I have. It's Mandy Tudino with Adam and Eve, Amy, Adam and Eve, Leanne, Adam and Eve. That is correct.
All right,
good
very
job.
good. Next question coming. According to Numbers 27:1, how many daughters did Zelophehad have?
If anybody can say that correctly, please throw that in there. Ooh, we have an answer.
Oh, really? That's.
Have an answer.
Did somebody Google this?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't think
she's
so.
wrong. Answers my question. But she's close. I appreciate the effort.
Enthusiasm.
So,
A for effort. Effort. E for effort.
let's see what we got here. See if anybody else comes in. This far, all I have is Amy on Hayden's phone saying 4. Susan with 5. Very good. So 5 is the correct answer, and Susan got that first on my phone. So good job there, Susan. Appreciate you watching there from Delaware. And Anita got 5. If you don't mind, tell me in the comment section how you knew that. Like, did you just know that Zelophehad had 5 daughters?
Zelophehad.
Yeah, it's 5. That's correct. All right, next question, Brother Hayden.
All right. Who were the 3 sons of Adam and Eve listed in the Bible? Listed in the Bible. Who were the 3 sons of Adam and Eve? Man, I should have took 3 out of there. That would have made it really fun. Just took 3. Like, not even. Who were the sons of Adam and Eve?
Oh, right, and then just see what people come up with. Maybe you'd get
Yeah, something.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
You'd get the daughters of Zelophehad. Zelophehad.
All right, here's our answers here coming in. Cain, Abel, and Seth. Cain, Abel, and Seth. That is correct. Those are the 3 sons of Adam and Eve listed in the Bible.
But we're
Listed in
getting
the Bible.
combinations of those with Noah's sons. So
Yes.
Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So
Interesting.
Very good.
Very good job.
All right, so
That was my wife, by the way.
yes, I did see that. Yes. All right. According to Deuteronomy 34:1, and Moses went up from the plains of Moab to the mountain of Nebo to the top of blank peak. What is the name of the mountain? What is the name of the mountain?
Trent Cornwell, thanks for joining us.
Yeah, all the way
Hey,
from
if
Georgia.
you're joining and tell us where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you.
And also, just a reminder that you'll be watching for the questions in the comment section below. And however they're announced, whatever you get, the fastest answer gets all the points that are.
Ooh, we have a few answers
Okay,
here.
very good. And they're all wrong this far. So, so
Everything's wrong. All right, do you have any answers here?
I think I have the same ones coming up that you do.
Okay, you have
Except
the
for
same
we got
ones.
somebody who says that Moses took out from Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Oh, no,
I'm just,
no.
I'm just kidding. I know. We're asking for
I'm like,
geographical
no.
locations in a couple of ways.
No.
So
No, she's
yes,
not.
welcome, Stephanie from Chattanooga.
Mount Chattanooga.
So what is the name of the mountain? It's not coming in. So
I'm curious.
I am wondering if we'll just go on to your next question,
All right,
or
until,
see if it's Pisgah.
oh, Pisgah's on here.
Yeah. Where?
Anita, Mrs. Hibbard.
Where'd she?
Oh, in between.
Did she say something else first though? I think I got a couple of answers from her. Oh no, I see. All right. So Pisgah is correct. It's third verse of Sweet Hour Prayer too. Till from Mount Pisgah's lofty height I view my home and take my flight. It's a reference to Moses' departure.
If
All right.
someone knows what Pisgah means and would kindly want to drop that in the comment box, I'd be interested. It'd be interesting. Sorry, that's
Is that
it's
because
not a
you
bonus.
don't know what the answer is, or
No, I'm
like
just
you're
curious.
trying to
No,
get-
I'm legitimately
Brother,
curious.
Brother Hayden's trying to get somebody else to do a sermon.
sermon.
Prep for him.
I'm preaching
He's
on
like-
prayer.
Can
And
you-
why is Mount
you
Pisgah
do-
mentioned?
All right,
in
very
the-
good.
All right, here's our next question. All right, someone may get this really, really fast. Who did God tell to build an ark? Who did God tell to build an ark?
Well, everybody knows that there are 2 people who had to build an ark. It's true, though.
That's,
There's-
wow. That's a really good point.
Yeah.
I wasn't even thinking.
So,
The ark that floats.
okay, pick one.
Okay. Yes, that is correct. Noah is the correct answer.
Who's the
Very
other
good job.
one? What's the other? ark?
Bonus, 500 points. Bonus question.
Noah, he builded the arky, but what did the
The
other
other
guy
guy.
build, and who was
And
he?
yeah. Wait.
He also built an ark. Okay, next question is, and let's see what people say. Noah is the correct answer to the Genesis ark. According to Exodus 31:18, the 10 Commandments were written with what? The 10 Commandments were written with what?
With
What?
what or how?
What writing utensil?
Gotcha.
What
That's good.
writing utensil? Was
Welcome, Pam
used
Cox. Thanks for joining.
For the 10 Commandments. There you go. Let's see what we got.
Who what?
Okay, good. We got Moses with the second ark.
I have
Good
Ken
job.
Ham.
So
Brother John Anderson texted Ken Ham. But that's not true. God did not tell Ken Ham to build an ark. He built a replica.
It took me a second. I was like, because I'm on the Ten Commandments question now, and so yeah, that's right. The second person who built an ark was Ken Ham in the hills of Tennessee, Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Okay. Yeah, Mount Pisgah, in fact. Okay.
And,
Yes, it was the finger of God. So we've got. I'm just going to skip over. Okay. Oh, my Aunt Thelma says God's hand. So good job there, Aunt Thelma. And Ginger, finger of God. Anita, finger of God. Leah, God's hand. And second place or third place, bronze points for those who just said God. I think we know what you mean. All right, Brother Hayden with the next question.
All right. Who were Noah's 3 sons? It said Noah's 3 sons, specifically Noah.
Yeah. Okay, Leanne, now's your time to shine. Okay. All right, it's very good. So, was that you fishing off the side of the ark
Yep.
of the covenant, or?
They didn't answer that one yet.
Yeah. Oh, which one?
The second ark question.
Yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah, I got
Who answered
Moses.
it? The second ark. No.
Yeah, the second ark question,
Okay.
which was Moses. Moses built the ark of the covenant.
I didn't see that one. Oh, I see
Yeah.
it now.
All right, get with the program. I'm just kidding. You didn't put your question in, did
I
you?
did. I put it in there.
Oh,
It's right there.
You're
See?
not showing up on mine.
Oh, okay. Well,
Which some people have told me that they make comments and then it doesn't show up in the thing. So I apologize. I bear no responsibility for that. It's some kind of Facebook problem. So
yeah.
all right. So but it looks like we have some
We
quite
have
answers.
some. Yeah. We have Ham, Shem, and Japheth. It's Ham, Shem, and Japheth. Ham, Shem, and Japheth.
Say that 15 times fast. No,
No.
don't, please.
No,
he would
I'm
do
not.
it.
I would not do that.
It's like- next question. Which book of the Bible comes after 2 Timothy? Which book of the Bible comes after 1 Timothy? And if anybody answers 3 Timothy, out the window with you. We're kicking you out of the chat if you answer.
No, Grace.
Which book of the Bible
Grace.
comes after 2 Timothy? Okay, Ginger's
funny.
first on mine. I got Ginger with Titus, Susan with
There
Titus.
you go.
All right, next
Go for it.
question.
All right, here's the next question. How many days and nights did it rain when Noah was on the ark? How many days and nights? Hey, Richie, thanks for joining.
So if you think your quarantine is bad, think about this guy. It's like there was only one window. So
But was there a window?
there was an
Yeah,
upward
that's
window.
right.
Yeah.
The
So
one.
there's like a whole song about that.
That's true. There is. I don't.
I could sing it for you.
Man, no, please. It's okay. I love you. I'm just kidding. No, Pastor, he has a great voice, but singing right now would not be a good idea. Jason Papa, hey, thanks for joining. He's over at Bible Baptist Church in Bradenton, Florida.
Oh, very good. That's a good name for a church, I think.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we got
40
some.
it is.
Yes, 40 it is. 40 days and 40 nights.
nights.
And what order did you come in on your phone?
I have, first one here is Mandy, Amy, Anita, Richie Kincaid,
Very good.
and Susan Randall.
All right, good. I have a similar order. Who was sent to the potter's house and did the observing at the potter's house? Brother Will is giving us answers from fantasy lore of some kind. So-
Harry.
all right. I already have some answers coming in on my phone. Amy with the fastest internet speed tonight. Okay, Cedric says Voldemort too. Thanks, Cedric. He's watching from South Korea, by the way.
Yes.
And that's Anita's grandson.
Thank you,
Ken
Cedric.
and Anita's grandson.
Hey, he's a smart guy. He's a
Very
smart.
good.
He's a
So
good
Amy
kid.
with Jeremiah, Susan with Jeremiah, Ginger with Jeremiah. And by the way, Will had said Voldemort as well. That was why we were all laughing. So, Okay, next question, Brother Hayden.
All right, here it is. What was God's sign to Noah that he would never destroy the earth again with water? I didn't put that in the question, but that's a good distinctive to have.
What kind of sign was it? Was it a stop sign? Was it a merge sign?
As a merge? Is it a yield? No. It was a rainbow. Very good job. I have Elena, Amy, Richie. Very good job, guys.
All right, next question.
And I have a rainbow emoji.
Ooh,
Wow,
that's
fancy. That's extra points right there.
extra points.
Extra points.
Yes. All right, and then it looks like that Leah dropped hers in about the same time. So Ginger and Leah with the rainbow emoji. Good job.
500
The next
points.
question is, according to Genesis 2:10 through 14, which is not a river that parted from the Garden of Eden? Was it Pishon? Was it Euphrates? Was it Gihon? Or was it Ephraim? Which were those of those rivers? Pishon, Euphrates, Gihon, or Ephraim? And the answer is already self-apparent. One of Malia's children says Ephraim. Anita says Ephraim. And Susan says Ephraim. And those are the correct answers. Brother Hayden?
All right. Here we go. All right. Here we go. For you Bible scholars and folks there, here we go. This is for you. This is for anybody who wants to answer it. Who did God call out of Ur to Canaan? Ur, U-R. That's how you spell it. Who did God
Ur of
call
the
out of
Chaldees.
Ur to move to Canaan?
Ur of the Chaldees.
Nailed it.
If Ur were you in the United States, which state would it be
Kentucky.
in? Right underneath Mount Pisgah? And just north of Mount Chattanooga.
Abram is correct. Abram is correct. That's the answer I was looking for. Hey, Cam, thanks for joining.
So where would Ur be in relation to the Mason-Dixon line? South of it, right?
It
Ur's
would,
a
probably
southern town.
it would probably be right on it.
Yeah. Ur's got to be a southern town.
Where you're at.
All right, we're moving on. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Louisiana. That's it.
I'm thinking like Arkansas.
That was
Arkansas.
good.
Maybe like Oklahoma. Oklahoma. Works for me. In John 11:35, whose death caused Jesus to weep? And the answers are already coming up. Amy with Lazarus. Spelled correctly, by the way. Hold on a second. Yeah, she spelled it correctly. I transposed a couple of letters on my mind. Mandy with it spelled incorrectly. And Thelma and Amalia with it correct. And the Randall family just all over the place on that one. So.
All right, here he goes.
Good guess, though. I guess that was a good guess.
John the Baptist. Yeah, that's good. All right, here you go. Even though Abram and Sarai were too old, what did God promise them? Even though Abram and Sarah were too old, what did God promise them?
A kitten, perhaps? Pet elephant?
Probably.
A brand new car. What?
All right.
Shouldn't he be watching right now? All right, very good. So I'll get the answers on this.
Appreciate it.
Brother Hayden's got a phone call from a church member. And tell him we said hello. Let's see. So Elena says a son. Richie says a Zild with an X. Anita, a son. Kaylee, children. Thelma, a son. Richie correcting his previous typographical error with the child. Mandy, Ginger, so on. All of those are correct, a son. And bonus points if you can tell me his name. Drop his name in the comments below. What was his name? And the next question, according to 2 Samuel 4:8, and they brought the head of blank unto David to Hebron. According to 2 Samuel 4:8, and they brought the head of blank. Who was the blank unto David of Hebron? Good
blank
guess. Good guess. Some
blank.
good guesses coming in. Isaac is correct, Leah, for the bonus question. That was the name of the child promised Abraham and Sarah. So, it is kind of funny though when you ask a question that requires a noun of some kind, like a person, place, or a thing.
You're right.
And then our
That's what a
bonus
noun
question
is.
was of the same variety of noun, and then you get those like weaving in between each other.
That's pretty fantastic.
Yeah. So I've got everything from Goliath to Isaac going on right now, and all of them are wrong. So we just need to drop a couple of correct answers in the bottom there, and we're still waiting on that. Why don't you go ahead and ask us the next question? We'll see if they can guess who the person was.
All right.
According to 2 Samuel 4:8.
Here it is. All right. Now, a little bit of context. We just talked about Abraham and Sarah. They had a son named Isaac. Isaac had two sons, Jacob and Esau. Jacob then had a family. Now, Jacob had his first son. His first son with Rachel. What was his name? Who was the first son of with Jacob and Rachel?
That question turned into a genealogy chapter from the
It
Bible,
did.
didn't it?
Almost.
And
Almost.
Elihu begat, and he lived, and 15 years later, and
I think I'm just
they
gonna,
begat, and they lived and died and had sons. Okay, so I'm going to drop the answer to the previous question in the thing. The answer for the head, person whose head in Hebron, was Ishbosheth. So anyway, I'm not going to put that in there so people don't get confused.
Oh no, Anita Hibbert had it.
Oh, okay, yeah, Ishbosheth. That's correct. She didn't show up on my phone. Where did Mrs. Hibbert go? She set a sign back there, but no Ishbosheth.
I have it. I got you, Mrs. Hibbert.
Ishbosheth sounds like one of the Hatfields of the McCoys. You know.
Right there next to Kentucky.
yeah, just east of Kentucky is where Ishbosheth and his family live.
Oh man.
With Billy Bob and
Bo. All right, here's the answer to my question: is who
Methuselah
was the first
Hatfield.
son Jacob
Devil
had
ants.
with Jacob had with Rachel? And the correct answer is Joseph. First son Jacob had with Rachel was Joseph. Very good job.
All right. So according to 2 Kings 2:21, what substance, what material, what chemical? According to 2 Kings 2:21, what did Elisha throw into the spring? According to 2 Kings 2:21, what did? It's not an object. It's more like a substance, like a chemical compound.
I'm thinking of something
Like
different.
Molecular structure. So, according to 2 Kings 2:21, what did
A collective
Elisha
of
show?
atoms.
Yeah. Amelia says it was Ishbosheth's pig. And Ginger says salt. Good job. Threw in salt. Anita
I
with
was
Branch.
thinking
That was a good guess.
I was
Branch.
thinking
That's
this.
kind of like what they did in Exodus at the springs of Mara.
But it wasn't salt,
Salt.
though.
Salt is correct.
But no. But the Mara, the springs of
Oh,
Mara,
right.
is
That
what
was the branch.
That was a branch. Yeah.
Yeah, Anita said Branch.
Very good job.
Right.
Great job, guys.
So salt, Ginger, salt, Susan, salt, and goodbye, Aunt Thelma. Thank you for joining us.
All right. Here's my question here, and it says, "How many brothers did Joseph have?" Oh, there he goes. How many brothers did Joseph have? The one we were just talking about, not Joseph of Arimathea. We don't know.
Yeah, from the genealogy chapter that Brother Hayden summarized. For
I
us.
don't know what you're talking about.
And then they had a lot of children, and they had a squirrel, and Ishbosheth was there, and they're all gathered
Bo
in the
was
mountains
there.
of Kentucky, and Ken Ham built an ark.
I'd never seen it coming. And there was a drought.
So,
All right, the answer, the generic answer is 12. That's the answer that I'm calling there. The specific answer would have been 1. Joseph, specific.
Oh,
Joseph,
right,
brother.
because
That's a really
yeah,
good.
the other ones were half brothers.
Right. That was a really good answer. I wasn't thinking of that. But very good job, guys. 12 is the answer I have. And great job.
Yeah. So if my app doesn't crash and the question actually goes in, there we go. According to Matthew 5:16, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father in Pisgah, Chattanooga. When and where?
When and where?
All right, very good. Richie with Heaven. He was the first answer. Good job.
Good job.
And Elena with Heaven, Malia Heaven, Anita Heaven, Susan Heaven. All right, one last question. Cindy Peridot, Heaven. Good job. One last question this evening. Brother Hayden, you take us on home.
All right. Take you on home with this question. Who was the first king of Israel? All right. Who was the first king of Israel? Pasting it now. Let's go. Who was the first king of Israel? And who anointed him? There you go. 2 questions there. Bonus if you get the second question.
And we're waiting.
I have a couple answers.
We're waiting. Okay.
All right. The answer is Saul. That is correct. Susan, Elena, Mrs. Hibbard, Ginger. Saul is correct. If bonus point before we close this out is who anointed him. All right. Who anointed Saul?
All right, very good. And while you're answering that, just a reminder that here's what's going to take place is in the next few minutes we'll be closing out our Bible trivia time. Thank you so much for joining us. And then also you'll want to stick around and log back in for 7 p.m. is the Berean Bible class broadcast live right here from the auditorium at Bible Baptist Church with the illustrious Dr. Will Britton. teaching.
Illustrious.
Yes.
Fantastic. Huge teacher.
Yes,
Great
it's
job,
huge,
guys.
fantastic. And very good. We already have some answers to your bonus question.
It is Samuel. That is correct.
And
the prophet Samuel.
who said it?
I had Susan first, Leah second, Mrs. Peridot third, and Mrs. Hibbard fourth. Great
All right,
job,
very good.
folks.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here again at 7 p.m., just a few minutes away.